This is the backbone of the institution. Our students, our faculty, our administrators, our staff, and all parties are coming together to say thank you to people who have made such a difference in all of our lives and inspired all of us.
When I think of the McCourtneys and the Chaikens, one of the things I'd want them to know is they've inspired my wife and I to make investments in the future of Penn State.
This is the few times that all of us can be in the same room together, paying tribute to someone who's done so much for us.
I can't just go to work and do my job well. I have to go to work and do my job exceptionally, because there are people like the McCourtneys and the Chaikens who are making sure that we're doing great things here.
The Chaiken and McCourtney gifts are really gifts of opportunity. They really give the college an opportunity to compete on a national and international level for the best students and the best professors.
Having the support of generous alumni like the McCourtneys is what allows me to be a better mentor and a better teacher to my students.
Our trustee matching scholarships that Gene and Roz have endowed have made such a difference.
Their investment in me meant so much, otherwise I wouldn't be able to be here at Penn State, which has been my dream school since 9th grade.
They've made an incredible difference in the ability of so many students to have a Penn State education.
The Chaikens have also endowed a fund for the study of the Holocaust, from which we have a number of lectures every year, students that study abroad.
And it's one thing to be generous to the university, but it's another thing to be strategic in your generosity.
Tracy and Ted have supported so many different areas of the college.
They stepped forward to help us keep an outstanding professor here by creating an endowed professorship.
The McCourtney Pre-Dissertation Scholarship allowed me to travel to Sheffield, England to do archival research there that will be completely indispensable to the first chapter of my dissertation. And it's been invaluable to me.
It's really amazing if you think that out of the 9 university graduate fellowships I had to award this year, the highest honor that we bestow on incoming graduate students, a full third of those were due to gifts to the college from Tracy and Ted McCourtney.
The McCourtney Scholarship helps make up the difference between not attending school and studying abroad.
Obviously, George and Ann Richards put the center on the map, but it was the crucial support of Tracy and Ted during last moments of the challenge grant for the National Endowment for the Humanities that really cemented our position.
And that's been their history of philanthropy in the college over all these years. They see a need and they step up and help us meet that need. Their impact has just been tremendous.
Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Chaiken.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. McCourtney.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. McCourtney.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Chaiken.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. McCourtney.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Chaiken.
Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. McCourtney.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. McCourtney.